Udah bisa. Udah bisa. Ininya mati. Udah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the general lecture, Japanese Cutting-Edge Technology Application for Society 5.0. It is indeed a wonderful and significant moment for me, Prof. Eiichiro, of Food Tech Lecture 3,
and me, Samabuki Rosetta, of ITE's Method 3,
to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for this esteemed event.
To begin, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the following dignitaries and honored guests. Mr. Reynold Rusley, PhD, Vice Rector of Academic Affairs. Dr. Nila Krishnawati Hidayat, SAMM, Vice Rector of Non-Academic Affairs of SU. Professor Eiichiro Fukusaki, Professor Toshiya Muranaka, and Professor Kohsuke, along with Associate Professor Sastia Pramaputri from Osaka University. Representatives of Beta Indo Aroma Kurnia Makmur, all deans, heads, lecturers, and representatives from Swiss German University and Osaka University. We are truly honored to have each one of you present here on this meeting at our beloved SGU campus.
So I'm going to go over our general lectures proceeding. We will start with our opening. We will then move on to our welcome remarks from the Vice Rector for Non-Academic Affairs, SGU, Dr. Nila Krishnawati Hidayat, SEMM, Research Agreement Signing between Laboratory of Bioresources Engineering, Department of Biotechnology, Graduate School of Engineering, Osaka University, and Faculty of Life Science and Technology, Swiss German University. After that, we will have a photo session, a general lecture, Japanese Cutting-Edge Technology Application for Society 5.0, that will be moderated by Ms. Maria Gunawantapuri, PhD, Head of Food Technology Department. After that, we will have appreciation plaque, a closing and a coffee break, and hospitality plaque.
Let's have a moment of silence to pray for the smooth running of the event. May God bless this event. Moment of silence begins now. Amen. Thank you. To provide an overview of today's event and Swiss German University campus to the esteemed representatives from Osaka University, as well as the faculty members, lecturers, and students gathered here today, we have the distinct honor of inviting Dr. Nila Krishnawati Hidayat, SAMM, the Vice Rector of Swiss German University, to the stage. Dr. Nila, the stage is yours.
Very warm good afternoon for the distinguished guests from the Osaka University. I have to see the notes. Professor Toshiya Muranaka, Head of Department of Biotechnology. Professor Eiichiro Fukusaki, and Professor Kohsuke. I hope I pronounced correctly. Thank you very much. And of course, our beloved friends, close friends, Associate Professor Sastia Pramaputri. Welcome home, Professor. Okay, and also, of course, my beloved faculty members, lecturers, the dean, and also my colleague from the vice rectors of the academic affair, and of course, all the beloved students. And today we also have distinguished guests from the media, professors. We have one of the famous media in Indonesia coming from the media Indonesia. Thank you for coming back. Okay, so today is a very fantastic day. As the journey of 23 years of the Swiss German University, we establish, the journey of being a global. So the internationalizations of university Swiss German become higher. So it's not just global exposure, but we focus on implementing the excellent learning adoptions within all its stages from the beginning. So the internationalization starting not just by exchange student or double degree program, but a collaborations of research that we are going to do today. So having collaboration in the research will bring, the university become very prominent. So the finding of the research will bring a benefit for the society, which relate as well with our topic today, is a cutting edge of the technology and its application in the society 5.0. I believe all students will see further the pioneers of the successful implementing technology of 5.0 in the world is Japan. So we are going to listen and to learn a lot how this great country implement this kind of technology in the society 5.0. As we know, in the society 4.0, the focus is in technology development itself. But in the 5.0, we try to focus into the human role, how the role of the human could be balanced in bridging the gap between the problem and the social effect. So I do believe this is going to be a very great moment by having a collaborations with the Osaka University, one of the leading institutionals in higher education in Japan. And this year, University of Swiss German also would like to bring a new potential student to visit or to conduct what we call as Global Youth Leadership Letter to this university. Thank you very much. So, this is part of the exposure. So, again, connected to global is not when they are studying in semester 3 or 5 or even 6, when they do exchange program or double degree program. But it's already started when they decide to catch or to grab their career, having a global exposure with University of Swiss German. And today, again, as already made or mentioned by the MC, we are going to be, the witnesses of a very great moment of the collaborations with, again, one of the prestigious university in Japan by a collaboration, as everybody can see in the backdrop, that we are going to be witnesses of the collaboration in research, one of the highest activity in the university. So once again, hopefully, our research going to be very useful for the increasing, the beneficial of the human society. And once again, all the students and as well as the lecturers could also bring the benefit of our general lectures with a very fascinating topic, in the cutting edge of the technology innovations and in Society 5.0. And let's embark the enlightening of our general lectures by starting with the collaborations of research. So once again, thank you very much. So I hope both of university could elaborate and could elevate higher in the future. Thank you very much. So I will return to the MC.
Thank you so much, Manila, for the warm words.
Now, as we continue with the enriching program, we invite Associate Professor Saskia Pramaputri as a distinguished representative from Osaka University to join us on stage to provide an overview of current research collaboration between Osaka University and Faculty of Life Sciences and Technology.
Thank you very much, distinguished vice rectors, Juliana, my very old friend, Prof. Yeah, actually, this is like a homecoming also for me. Yeah, 19 years back. Yeah. I was here and working alongside with Dr. Juliana, Dr. Havlik, and also Dr. Harry. Yeah, so I'm very happy again to be here and witness this collaboration. I was asked by Dr. Maria to present you a brief overview of what we have been doing in collaboration and research. And I think the most important thing is human resource development. Yeah, Osaka University is very pleased to welcome one of the lecturers of SGU before studying in our supervision, under the supervision of our mentor professor, Professor Fukusaki. And now she has completed her PhD degree successfully and come back to you as your lecturer, Dr. Della. So I think this is one of the very important bridge. So the faculty member or students of SGU coming to Osaka University to study and then coming back and then applying the research and then bridging, becoming the bridge for collaboration. So this is our also form of support to our alumni. And thanks to Dr. Maria and Dr. Filiana for the continued support, also to Dr. Bella. Now we can establish a new collaboration in Tempe metabolomics as well as in coconut metabolomics. So this is what we have been doing so far. And I think one of the alumni of SGU, Elga, is now also studying in Professor Uchiyama's laboratory. And I hope that many more students, but then highly skilled students, highly motivated students, are willing also to join our department for further degree and perhaps later on becoming a very good, skillful person in research and come back to Indonesia and contribute to the research and technology in Indonesia. So I think that is what we have been doing so far in terms of research. And we hope that through the development and capacity building, through the strengthening of joint research, then we can move on to strengthening collaboration in a more enlarged scope of academic collaboration. So I think this is a very good timing also to bring our chair of the department, Professor Muranaka, and also Professor from International Center for Biotechnology, the institution in Osaka University, which played a very big role in establishing collaboration in biotechnology. And of course, thanks to the continued support of our mentor professor, Professor Fukusaki, who has energetically always inspired us to collaborate with Indonesia and open the doors also for many collaborations with various institutions. We hope that this is going to be a very good start for long-term collaboration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Associate Professor Toshiya. Now, as we continue with the research agreement signing, we invite Professor Eiichiro Fukusaki as Chief Professor of Laboratory of Bioresources Engineering, Department of Biotechnology, Graduate School of Engineering from Osaka University, and Dr. Harry Sutanto as the Dean of Faculty of Life Science and Technology to join us on stage.
Let's everyone give a warm welcome for Dr. Fukusaki and Dr. Bella. Thank you so much, Dr. Fukusaki and Dr. Harry. Next, we would like to proceed with the token of appreciation. As you would like to give a token of appreciation to the representative of Osaka University, Professor Toshiya Muranaka, as head of biotechnology department, and by Dr. Leonard Usley as vice rector of SD. So, to Dr. Leonard and Professor Muranaka, stage yours. Thank you so much, Professor Muranaka and Sir Leonard. Continuing the program, we are honored to welcome Dr. Maria Gunawan, the head of the SU Food Technology Program, as our moderator for today's general lecture. So to Dr. Maria, the time, space is yours. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Dr. Maria.
Thank you very much, everyone. So my name is Maria Devi Puspitasari Tirtaninja Sunan Putri. It's not going out on the quiz, yeah. So don't worry, you don't have to remember all of it. And starting from now, we will be having a general lecture from three distinguished professors from Osaka University, and Professor Muranaka, Professor Honda, and also Professor Fukusaki. So this general lecture was actually aimed to introduce you all to expose the cutting edge science and technology that have been done in Osaka University. So I guess you don't want to listen to me too long, yeah? You will be listening to me on the class already. Without further ado, I will call our first lecturer, Professor Muranaka. Please, Professor Muranaka.
Yes. Please, thank you very much for the introduction. So we are very happy to start our collaboration scheme. And thank you very much, Dr. Nina Vidya, Vice Rector, and the staff kindly support our collaboration scheme. So I stood here that here is not only the food technology and other, other science students, especially the undergraduates here. So I, as a department chair of biotechnology, School of Engineering, Osaka University, I would like to briefly first introduction Osaka University and our department. So I'd like to start here. So this is the history of the Osaka University. So Osaka University was first started in 1931. The first, the Osaka Imperial University. At that time, only 80-something students were there. And actually, before this starting the Osaka University, Imperial University, we have somehow called the Tekijuku, very special personal school but this is our starting point. Okay, and already we have studied here, and now we are many department also we include that also foreign studies with the School of Foreign Studies, and we include all this National University Corporation, Osaka University. And 2031 is also expected 100th anniversary days soon. Okay? So you know where Osaka is. Raise your hand. No. Oh, very huge. Okay. Okay. Osaka is location. Maybe you know that Japan. Japan is here. Indonesia is here. Here is Japan. Okay. And Osaka University is just the middle of the Honshu Island. Here we call it Kansai area. The capital of the Japan is Tokyo, east side. But here, west side, we call it Kansai area. And we can access to Osaka as an airplane to the Kansai airport or Itami airport. So, and our university is located separated in the 3 campuses, north side or north area of Osaka, called Toyonaka and Minoo and Suita. And our headquarters is located in this Suita campus, and also our department, for the School of Engineering, is here in the Suita campus. Okay, so this is the facts and figures as of May 1st of this year. We have 11 undergraduate schools and 2 university hospitals and 16 graduate schools and 4 university libraries and 23 research institute centers and facilities. And this is one of the leading comprehensive like this. Many are undergraduate students, master students, and doctor students, academic staff. And it is the female ratio is very high compared to the other national universities. So around this graduate or undergraduate school, our department is in here, engineering. Okay, and we have around 16 graduate schools in engineering and biotechnology is here. We have 7 laboratories and additionally 1 laboratory from this year. And as for the undergraduate schools, we have 11, and the department also involved in this engineering. So today I'd like to introduce some of our laboratories in the Department of Biotechnology and related institute. First, yes, many of you, all of you know these are Fukusaki sensors. So Fukusaki sensors run here, laboratory of bioresource engineering. So he focused on the research on the metabolomics and applied for the food, medicine, or various materials. And here in Indonesia, food, he applied this metabolomics work to this various food science field. Okay, so and here the sensors from name and also Saskia sensors name. But from this year, Saskia sensors started a new laboratory called Laboratory of Global Food Agritech. Global Food Agritech. Please remember this name. This is very important for starting that not only in Japan but collaboratively for the whole worldwide. So food agritech research purpose for health and food security based on food microbiology and omics technology, and the promotion of the global education, international joint research, and international collaboration. And actually, this laboratory is funded award by a president discretionary expenses very few staff were supported of this funding. So Toshiya Sensei started from this year. So who are interested in, please contact her to do the collaborative work. Okay, next one is Jian Sensei. He came to this Monday, and he has talks in his lecture something. And his laboratory names the Laboratory of Macromolecular Biotechnologies. So he focused on the biophysics and biochemical characterization of proteins and protein complex. It is very important to understand protein or protein complex applied for the food and also biopharma molecules. So he focused on this field. And this is my laboratory, the Laboratory of Cell Technologies. And but I focus on the special plant biotechnology. So have you ever heard of the gene editing? It is rather new technology. It's not the transgenic work, but it is a new technology for targeted gene and then manipulate. So it is regarded the new technology, and we apply this technology to various problems, including potato or medicinal plants. And the next one is Aoki Sensei. He's also started a new laboratory from this April this year. It's a laboratory of functional microtechnology, Aoki Sensei's lab. So he applied microbiology, a new type of biotechnology, and to focus in the food science. And they understand the genome, transcriptome, proteome, metabolome, and cellome. To understand these metabolome system, and apply for the food, or the functional foods or some other chemicals. And he's very young. He's under 40. And he may be our laboratory more than 20 years, so you have many chances to contact him to do research work. Okay. I introduce among the 7 laboratories, and I explained the several laboratories. But we also have research centers collaborate with this graduate school of engineering of our department. So one is the International Center for Biotechnology. International Center for Biotechnology, we see IC Biotech. And here the Honda Sensei and also Fujiyama Sensei is here. And this is one of the other institutes. Among the 6 research institutes, we have the Institute for Protein Research. So this is a very traditional center, historical center. This is not only Japan, but a worldwide famous protein science center. So we have several researchers, and one of them we recruit to support our study and education. Okay. First, I'd like to explain here the Honda Sensei. Maybe he will talk later. So at the Laboratory of Molecular Biology. Here, doing the very interesting work of the synthetic biology for the microorganisms, and he will explain later very interesting talk, very easy. And finally, this one, Institute of Protein Research, we invite Professor Chris and his laboratory of the protein crystallography. It is very important to understand, protein after the crystallization, and we can understand the mechanism of protein if we can understand this crystallization. You know that the photosynthesis, the function of photosynthesis is many and the protein complex required. And he identified these very complicated proteins as using this technology. Okay, So I introduce some of our research work. Okay, and who are interested in, please contact to our homepage, or you can Google just Osaka University and biotechnology. You can access to our research work. Okay, finally, I'd like to introduce our English course. In Japan, unfortunately, most of the lecture is in Japanese, especially the undergraduate. But as for the graduate course in our department, all Japanese, but we do lecture and we also do the laboratory work in English. And also we settle the English course for the foreign students who are interested in our biotechnology. And so these are representative contents in master and PhD course of our department of biotechnology. So it is in Japan. All the things starting from April or October. Most of the case, the students enter our department from October, but master course 2 years and do research for master thesis and the basic courses and project-based training and Japanese language. So of course, you can learn Japanese, of course. And also the safety of engineering and more. And after that, you can do the PhD course. So the standard is 3 years, but you can shorten this year, sometimes 2 years, or sometimes 1 year and a half. Okay, and do the research for the PhD thesis and many research work. And we have various type of lectures, and all these are done in English. And this course is not only for the English course students, but we can merge foreign students and also Japanese students in the same class. So you can communicate easily, not only for the foreign students, but Japanese students. It's a very good system. Okay, that's one topic. It's a very solid small picture, but we usually do the in the January, we have a midterm examination of the master for the first grade. Okay, and she's from the Indonesia. She awarded maybe the presentation award like this. Okay, and also we also encourage our students have published a good research paper. And she is also from the Indonesia, and she has published a good paper, and she's selected that the one of the top 10 experimental papers in 2021. And here so this is we celebrate our remarks. Okay, so we also have an ASEAN. We are focusing on especially the Southern Asian countries, and we have ASEAN campus here, the Vietnam, Thailand, and here also Indonesian campus in IPB and Brunei. So you can connect this here, and you can more easily to do our research work and dedication between those universities. Okay, that's shown here. I just introduced Osaka University and the department. And after that, to extend research, professors Honda Sensei and such sensei, we talk especially for that food technology field. Okay, thank you very much for the time. Thank you very much.
Very much, Professor Muranaka. That was a very interesting presentation. Yeah. So for all of you who would like to pursue your further degree, yeah, Professor Muranaka have introduced you many field of study that you can pursue. There's bioresource engineering, and then global food agri-tech, also macromolecular biotechnology, cell technology, functional microbe technology, International Center for Biotechnology, and there in the International Center for Biotechnology, you can find molecular microbiology. So if you are interested, as Professor Muranaka Sensei mentioned, you can find the Osaka University and biotechnology in Google. So you can have more information there. Once again, big applause and thank you for the introduction, Professor Muranaka Sensei. So looks like we're going to have a lot of SGU students from now on. So next we are going to have the second presenter, Innovation Output in Post-Harvest by Professor Eiichiro Fukusaki. The time and stage is yours.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to be here. So today I want to talk about my research topic, innovation of food in post-harvest. So food-related research is very much important. It can be divided mainly two parts. First part is pre-harvest, and the second part is post-harvest. Pre-harvest research is mainly driven by the people in the agriculture field and the biology field. So instead, post-harvest research is mainly organized by the people in the field of engineering. That involve, for example, food safety and quality assurance, upcycling of unutilized resources and waste material into value-added food products, resource-efficient packaging solutions, supply chain robustness and adaptability, nutritional enhancement and personalized nutrition, innovative food processing technology, economic and these are one of the advanced scientific technology. And humanity and the social science is also important. For example, economic and social impact analysis is very much important. And data-dependent decision support and education and human resource development is very much important to facilitate the use of cutting-edge technology. So my team and the co-lead teams aiming for comprehensive knowledge of food through a fusion of the humanity and the engineering that involves food function analysis development of quality quantification technology and development of bioproduction and food modeling technology, and development of food DX, digital transformation technology. In addition, the research on fusion of humanity and sciences, upstream public engagement of food DX for social implementation, and development of awareness-raising system for food DX society, and social analysis of food value chain. These are very much important. So let me introduce my recent research interest about reducing food loss through comprehensive knowledge of food. So this topic involves an overview of food loss problem and cause analysis of food loss. So you know the current status of food loss. The more than 1/3 of total food production goes uneaten and discarded. So economic loss of the total food loss is around 80 trillion Japanese yen per year. And in addition to the economic loss, so food loss has a great impact on the global environment. So green gas emission from the food loss are very large. That is the second only to China and the US in terms of country. And we must recognize the new threats in the recent years. For example, COVID-19 will slow down international food logistics, and it's very much necessary to consider the fears of global food crisis. For example, due to the Ukraine conflict. So this is an analysis of the causes of food loss in Japan. So food self-sufficiency rate around 38% on a calorie basis. So you know the food mileage? Food mileage is amount of the food transported times transport distance. So this is a very useful indicator of the impact food import on the global environment. So in case of Japan, food mileage is very high compared to the other countries. That indicates a large environmental impact from Japan. So food waste in Japan is around 5 million tons per year. So it's my great shame. Japan imports a lot and wastes a lot. So this is analysis of causes of food loss by narrow down the ingredients, countries of production, and processes. So first, let me narrow down the list of food products. So please see the right figure. This is analyzing food product with the highest percentage of waste in the supply chain. You can see the fruits and the vegetables are the top perishable food products. And please see the center figure. So this is the analysis of country from which Japan imports fruits and vegetables. So you can see the ASEAN has the largest number of imports. So this is the analysis of the what process is more important. So, and food loss occurs in any process: production loss, storage loss, processing loss, distribution loss, and consumption loss. So this table summarizes the loss factor at each stage of the process. So causes of the food loss can be broken down the several reasons. For example, demand collapse, quality deterioration, and out of spec and consumer awareness and damage. So from these analysis, we can raise two important targets. One is the technology to delay food deterioration. The other is break away from surface consumption based on appearance. So currently, so many efforts is done to reduce the food loss. But in future, it's necessary to make an effort to increase the upcycling amount. Upcycling means convert from the food waste to the edible food commodity. It is very important. So this is the current status of food waste recycling in Japan. So actually, food waste recycling is making progress in Japan. However, most of it is recycled into feed and fertilizer. Upcycling to edible edible use is extremely rare. So please see the figure. Except household food loss. So food loss from business is mainly converted to the several recycling use. But among these recycled use, very few percentage is converted to the edible use. So mainly converted to the livestock feed or fertilizer. For example, in case of Okara is extracted residue produced by the tofu production. So only 1% of residue converted to the edible food commodity. So this case is a very shame. So why upcycling into the edible food is so difficult? So let me examine the causes. So first, the food waste is a very miscellaneous and complicated. And at the place of the disposal, judging is done by appearance. And there is some risk of over-removal. And it's very much difficult to sort. But the ISO requires a matrix system. So once recycle is done, but even if the recycle, the taste is the recycled food is usually terrible. So as a result, so most of the waste should be converted to the livestock feed or fertilizer. So let me explain our solution. So let me say again, food waste is miscellaneous. And in the place of disposal, some problems occur. Judging by appearance, so this problem can be solved by the food metabolites. So food metabolites can provide the system to quantify the food freshness. And it's difficult to sort. But it can be solved by the portable judge system. And problem with the fat taste can be solved by reducing the off flavor, the combination, the fermentation, and the enzyme treatment. And upstream public engagement should be done to facilitate the cutting-edge technology. So let me introduce several our trial one by one. So first is the food metabolics. That is my specialty. So metabolomics is a very much useful tool that can be used as a fingerprinting technology. So this left figure means regulation result of the banana deterioration status by using the gas metabolome as an exploratory variable. So using the food metabolic system, so we can easily find the biomarker gas profile by which we can know the status of deterioration of banana. So using this system, we can know the exact timing of the banana deterioration. In future, it's very variable key technology for establishing the AI-driven sorting and the evaluation system. And next topic was the development of the portable judge. So On-site measurement of the biomarker gas profile for technology is very much diverse. So this player is not biologist, but the sensor engineer or semiconductor specialist or informatics technologists. So their technologies focus on the super sensitive QCM gas sensor or ultra low power integrated system or world's smallest other computer. So the work driven by the Dr. Nakakuro and the Professor Hirose and the Professor Nakano. And the compact multimodal sensor development device is necessary. So for the realized rapid detection and data conversion of the food deterioration biomarker gas information. Finally, food quality quantification system development and the practical application. And improvement of flavor is also important. So for this purpose, we want to utilize a Koji mode. Koji mode is one of the most important fungi that is utilized in the many kind of fermentation system. There are Japanese sake, soy sauce, and the miso, something like that. So using the combination of the Koji mode, it's possible to reduce the bad. So if the banana is into the deterioration stage, but using the gene system, all flavor can be removed, and such food commodity can be converted to the banana smoothie or banana cake or something. And let me introduce my colleague, whose specialty is social science. So research on the economic of new technology and system is a very new science and very much important. So you can understand the cost-benefit analysis studies are very important. So to reduce the food loss by means of the cutting-edge technology, it's necessary to make the input of the cost. So if the reducing cost by that can be achieved by the cutting-edge technology, exceeds the input cost. In such case, it's worthwhile to introduce the new technology. So this is the cost-benefit analysis result. So in case of the many kind of assumption. So this result means the banana is a cost-effective commodity. So he is my important collaborator, Professor Kohsuke. His specialty is economic matrix. His former position is the World Bank. And the research on certification system is also important. So if we can visualize the whole entire story of the food from the harvest to production, storage, process, transit, consumption of feed. So it is a great beneficial to make the good food assurance. So it's theoretically possible by means of a combination of the powder computer system and the data logging system. So if Dr. Michida, she is the chief researcher, JETRO is a making an effort to establish a certification system and provide guidelines for the introduction of the dissemination of the label. So let's say about the current situation of the food research in Japan. So, pre-harvest research is mainly related to the breeding technology for rice and other crops. So that is the science and technology. And that is led by mainly academic and the government by the under financial support of the government. So on the other hand, post-harvest research is mainly led by industry. So, and lack of the information sharing between the pre-harvest research and the post-harvest research is sharing. And lack of the human resources to conduct the post-harvest research and development. So, I want to say again that post-harvest research is mainly organized by industry first. So, supply chain issues are left to industry. That is a good situation. There is some risk to make the profit driven by a few stakeholders. So I have several proposals. So this topic is very much important to facilitate the post-harvest study. So basic research contributing to the management of freshness is important. And the codification and data storage of food function is also important. And reduction of the food loss and upcycling of waste food is also important. And visualization of food for all processes of production, processing, preparation, distribution, and consumption is very much important for food assurance and development of certification system for food and its acceptance by society. Okay, thank you very much for attention.
Thank you very much, Professor Fukusaki. Wow. So I'm from food technology. That's why I always say food is calling people. Yeah. So Fukusaki says it just told us that in food, their humanities and engineering can collaborate. Yeah. So I take a note that here for technology, there's a lot of homework for you with my students. Yeah, for the upcycling. So don't waste your food. Try to stop and think whether you can reproduce something to eat, yeah, from the waste, yeah. And also, not only for technology, yeah, also the student from SEE, yeah. You need to also work on your homework to reduce the global environment, yeah. And also the biomedical engineering students here, where are you? Yeah? Okay, good. So you can analyze the correlation of the food loss with the COVID-19. And faint student, where's the faint student? Here? Waduh, nggak ada suaranya. Mana marketing? Oh, marketing student. So you must help, with increasing awareness, factor correlated with the selfishness, society. Yeah? The world can satisfy human need, but it will not able to satisfy human greed. So that is the humanities people homework, yeah? So also the faint student on the bottom, it is your homework also, yeah, for more efficient food production and food digitalization, yeah? So thank you very much, Fukusaki Sensei, for the insight. With applause. Thank you so much for the lecture. And we are coming to the next lecture from Honda Sensei that will be talking about fermentation technology and its contribution to halal science. Yeah, okay, big applause for Honda Sensei.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Kohsuke Honda from the International Center for Biotechnology. So first of all, I'd like to thank you all the SGU professors for giving me this chance to deliver my lecture to the your students. Now, Indonesia is not a Muslim country, so some of you may have somewhat the negative impression with the word of fermentation. The nevertheless, today I can emphasize that the fermentation technology can sometimes contribute the halal science. So, do you know what is this? Can you see? So this is Ajinomoto for sodium monoglutamate MSG. So yes, the kind of the flavor enhancer. So maybe you know this is produced by the action of microorganisms, the fermentation technology. So actually, so before coming here, I enjoyed my lunch with the SVU professor, including the lecturer and so the dean of your faculty, and in the Padang style restaurant, and there I enjoyed a very good beef food. And actually, not only beef, the many food stuffs like chicken, vegetable can be used for preparing the good food for your dishes. And you know, in Japan, not only this the meat and vegetables, and some marine product, ocean product like kelp. This is not marine product, the dried mushroom. They are the dried fish. So actually, so this is a very special, unique food stuff. Especially in Japan, the katsuobushi is also the kind of the fermented food. So actually, this is made from fish. But after smoked, dried, and so they are, you know, the small spores or special fungi is put on the surface of the dried food, which gives a good taste, enhance the taste of the dried fish, and this can also be used for making the food of fruit. And about 100, almost 100 years ago, the one of Japanese professor, unfortunately he is not also a university professor and was from Tokyo University. So he was interested in the what is the chemical compound which is attributed to the good taste of kelp food. So he extracted the tasty compound from kelp from the very huge amount of kelp, and isolated the chemical materials, chemical compounds, and included in the kelp soup. And finally, what he found is this compound, the monosodium glutamate, the Ajinomoto. And after the finding of this compound, monosodium glutamate, he launched a company, the Ajinomoto company, to produce this compound. But at that time, so maybe the student from the life science faculty can understand the glutamate is one of the amino acid composing of the protein. So first, this Professor Eiichiro tried to produce the monosodium glutamate from protein, like meat or soybean, more specifically gluten. So by the hydrolysis, after the hydrolysis of gluten, he extracted and purified only the glutamate and sold it as flavor enhancer Ajinomoto. But afterwards, these two researchers from the private company, the Kyowa Hakko, actually the Hakko means the fermentation in Japanese language. So they found very unique, special microorganisms, so-called polynebacterium glutanica, which can produce a very large quantity of sodium glutamate by the action, through the action of the fermentation. And nowadays, the most of the Ajinomoto flavor enhancer sodium glutamate is produced by the fermentation using this Corynebacterium glutanicum or related other microorganisms. So for the students who are not familiar with life science, I can tell you a bit about amino acid. The amino acid is a series of compound which is consisting of protein. And actually, so glutamate, the glutamic acid is Anyway, so glutamate is one of the amino acid consisting of protein. So, which means not only Corynebacterium glutanica, the microorganisms, but also the many living organisms, the most of the living organisms, including us human beings, can produce the glutamate by the action of the metabolisms. But this microorganism has a special ability to produce a large quantity of glutamate. And once they found these microorganisms, and this can be used for the commercial production of monosodium glutamate. So of course, they are interested in how these microorganisms can produce such a large quantity of glutamate. And they identify the metabolic pathways involved in the glutamate synthesis in the microorganisms, and find elucidated the whole structure of the amino acid biosynthetic pathway in this microorganism. So actually, once we understand how the microorganisms can produce some specific metabolites like glutamate, then we can apply this knowledge to produce other useful compound. For example, so this is from the whole genome sequence of Corynebacterium glutanica. They could understand, they could elucidate how the metabolic network in this microorganism can work to produce glutamate. Not only glutamate, they also identify the metabolic glue in the body enzymes, the pathways involved in the production of the amino acid, and not only my so to sustain our life or healthy metabolisms, the living organisms have to produce a variety of metabolites which is required for our life in good balance. So once, for example, this is a kind of amino acid histidine. If the histidine is produced too much in the cells, then the histidine, this compound itself, inhibits the activity of the enzymes involved in its biosynthesis. So in this way, the living organisms stop to produce only a specific compound to, deliver their nutrient equally to many metabolites involved in the metabolism. But from the viewpoint of human beings who want to produce something useful like sodium glutamate, this feedback regulation is, function is not happy for human beings who. So because if we want to produce insulin abundantly, then we like to remove this feedback regulation. Then these microorganisms will produce the insulin very abundantly. So after the elucidation of this whole structure of the amino acid pathway in a polymerase glutamic, they try to remove these feedback regulation mechanisms from the microorganisms. So this is one example. So today, I like to talk about the production of lysine, the another amino acid, which has a commercial value in the gas and particularly as an animal feed. So the feedback regulation in lysine synthesis is very unique, very special case. So lysine, together with another amino acid, threonine, can be produced from the common precursor aspartic acid. And you don't have to understand the very detail of this metabolic pathway. But the point is, so this feedback regulation, feedback inhibition occurs only when both lysine and threonine accumulated too much in the cell. If only lysine or only threonine is accumulated, this feedback inhibition does not occur. So what the researcher did, so actually, I don't remember, Ajinomoto or Kyohako company person wanted to produce a large quantity of lysine by modifying the metabolic network of cholinesterase glutamic. So what they did is actually they stopped this metabolic enzyme. Then this mutant microorganisms can now produce threonine. But instead, we can put small concentration. So of course, the threonine is also needed for the microbial growth. But of course, we can put a small quantity of threonine in the culture medium for the colony bacterium to sustain their growth. Instead, now they do not produce a very large quantity of threonine. That means, this precursor aspartic acid is converted only into lysine without the feedback regulation caused by threonine. So in this way, they succeeded in developing very good mutant polymerase glutamic, which can produce a large quantity of lysine. And not only in this feedback regulation, they introduced many the mutation on the genome of this polybacterium, and they could improve the productivity of amino acid by this microorganisms. So in this way, so by understanding the detailed molecular mechanisms underlying the metabolic network of microorganisms, so we can use this knowledge to improve the performance of the microorganisms for their commercial application. But I suppose all the Indonesian person remember this issue. So about 25 years ago, so there was a big incident caused by Ajinomoto company in Indonesia. So as I said, the MSG Ajinomoto is produced from sugar by using the microbial fermentation. So it does not seem that there's no contamination of halal materials. But in this case, nevertheless, the atomic company had such a big incident in Indonesia. So to understand what happened in this incident, we have to carefully look at the production procedure for Ajinomoto sodium glutamate step by step. So of course, we use microorganisms, glutamate for the glutamate production, and these microorganisms should be preserved in a small metal dish with agar culture medium. Actually, what was contaminated in this procedure is enzymes used can understand what it is. So this is actually the microorganisms are in test tube or minor flask in this medium. So of course, there are no platinum or derived enzymes. And this, the test tube culture is next scaled up to the fermenter and finally in the commercial scale bioreactor. So the final concentration contaminated in the initial agar plate must be diluted, and almost no enzyme. If there are the enzyme to be found in the actual product, nevertheless, the contamination with this small quantity of the derived enzymes cause a big problem in the Indonesian society. Then Japanese people understand how the problem, the serious issue in the Muslim society. So nowadays, of course, the is prepared but not using this kind of derived enzymes. So this is the last topic of my today's talk. So again, this is amino acid fermentation. So this is also one of the commercially important amino acid. The cysteine is, involved in the protein synthesis, and particularly the cysteine is richly included in the protein component here or pathway. So the cysteine is produced by the extraction from the